I'm Leon Sefton. I'm the head of production for America's Cup 36 television. We have a team of about 80 people from around the world who are here in Auckland this summer covering the live racing, making highlights programs.
You chase one. It's just, it's like...
Race 6 of the Prada Cup final. Clean start, game on. This is the crucial moment. That first cross is the crucial moment of the race.
My earliest memory of the America's Cup is kind of linked to my family. My father was in sailing journalism, so I kind of grew up around this game. I have a solid background in live TV, and I also have a lifelong involvement in sailing. And so I've managed to kind of combine those two.
Hold it until he frames. Go for it. There we go. Take us. He's on.
Each day when we're on air, what I'm looking for is to make sure that we're making sense of what's playing out in front of us. We make sure that we've got cameras in positions to unlock it. Plus it needs to be dynamic, it needs to be entertaining. The America's Cup's pretty unique in terms of live sports coverage for television. It is immensely challenging compared to like Formula One or a motorsport where you can surround a track and with cameras and you can run cables back to your live OB truck and nothing moves and everything should work. We have none of those things going for us in sailing. The coverage of the America's Cup's come a long way since I've been around. We've got to the point where we have 10 onboard cameras. 3 of them are what we call agile, so you can remote control them, you can pan them, you can tilt them, you can zoom them, we can wash them. The remaining 7 cameras on each boat, 1 is fixed out on the bow and the other 6 are scattered around the cockpit. These boats are quite difficult to film because the sailors are hidden for aerodynamic reasons within trenches. And so we have to place cameras in amongst them so we can provide some insights as to some really interesting parts of what it takes to run the boats. That's complemented by field of play cameras out in the crowds, and the same process happens for the onboard audio. There are 12 microphones on each boat, 4 of them worn by sailors. The rest are effects microphones scattered around the boat. A real breakthrough this Cup has been the quality of our onboard comms. The boats are doing 50 knots, nearly 100 k's an hour, and that kind of windage, it's incredibly difficult to hear. The sailors have to have very sophisticated solutions themselves to be able to operate the boats.
Stand by, tack. Stand by. 3, ready, 2, 1, 4 down.
So because the sailors are wearing helmets, they have their own comms systems on, they have their own comms groups going on within the boats. Now we just tap into those groups, and then by supplementing that with really good effects from the rest of the boat, it comes to life.
I think we can just push to intersection here.
Copy.
Get a little speed build. Boundary drive.
Copy.
We've got very acrobatic helicopters. The camera technology that we're using on those helicopters is brand new, leading edge, and with it we're complementing it with augmented reality graphics, where we're pairing graphics over a live helicopter shot. We field 2 chase boats, as we call them, TV chase boats. On those boats are gyro-stabilized cameras with enormous zoom lenses. Their job is to cover the competition but not get in the way of the competition, never affect the yacht race. The chase boats do struggle to keep up. I think probably a signature of this America's Cup is how fast the game has become. If you go back to 2007 Valencia, we're in the IACC boats, we're getting pretty excited if the guys are busting out 16 knots. Now, the boats are doing nearly 50 knots, nearly 100 k's an hour. It's even quite something for the professional sailors to get their heads around. We're going upwind at speeds now that didn't used to be achievable downwind in sailing yachts.